Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. We got a lot on the thing today to do, so I hope you guys are well. Hey Punkette, hey Sandy, hey Rebellious Rose. We have so much to do today. So we are going to let me check out one thing. Do a few different things, like a wrap up of the week and talk about well, hold on a second, what's that? Oh, okay. Um a couple different things today. A lot of different things. Oh, baby Holly, did you all hear about that? We'll talk about that another day, but I want to see if I've missed any oh, we know about okay. You guys, some of these things like a thief caught after trying to rob the same bank 2 days in a row. Like I just whatever. I just anyway, so we've got a lot to do tomorrow night. If y'all are around at 7:30 Eastern, I believe it is, I will be on Alex Erickson's channel. She's gonna go ahead and interview me because I'm pretty famous. And tomorrow during the day, I'll be gone all day at uh, my daughter's travel softball game. You know, to be, hey, Rody Gal, hey, Solo, hey, Michelle, hey, Shelma, because she likes to basically just be a little more poor due to playing sports. Anyways, all right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. So, next week, we are going to dig more into the tote case. But today I want to wrap up this week with the true crime as far as so there's a lot of things. First off, let's watch the newest. The police chief has finally spoken out in Uvalde. Let's go ahead and watch what he says now because he's changed his story yet again. Let's go ahead and take out what big old Chiefy Poo says. It's again just lovely. Hold on, I just saw something. I am pretty famous, right? I know, Michelle. We're going to start talking about that on Monday again. And then we have this new case. We're going to combine them both, the Redlick case and the tote case. And we're going to try to watch some of the trial that's going on right now of Danielle Redlick, which is just about as insane as the tote case. So, all right. Well, this is what we've got now from the update from the police chief. Again, he's a stellar guy.
Revelations about the police response to the Uvalde school shooting. New documents and video obtained by the New York Times paint a much clearer picture of what officers were doing as wounded victims waited more than an hour for help. We're also hearing from the police chief believed to be in charge that day. Lilia Luciano has the story.
New video footage reviewed by the New York Times allegedly reveals that for 77 minutes, at least 60 police officers gathered outside classrooms 111 and 112 and outside the school,
60.
waiting for the tools to breach the rooms. Some of the children and at least one of the teachers killed were wounded but still alive. A first responder told CBS News he worked for 45 minutes to save one of the teachers in an ambulance, but she didn't survive. At least 3 children died in hospitals. In the days after the massacre, authorities revealed that 911 dispatchers were receiving calls from children inside the classrooms pleading for help. But on Thursday night, the Texas Tribune reported that Uvalde School Police Chief Pete Arredondo told them he didn't know about the 911 calls because he chose to leave his radio behind when he went into the school, claiming the radios would have hampered his ability to confront the gunman. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo was in charge of the response. But the chief told the Texas Tribune he assumed someone else had taken charge. Despite weeks of reports, Arredondo ordered tactical teams not to breach the classrooms. He told the Tribune Thursday he did no such thing. Instead, he says he held his position outside the room for 40 minutes, pleading for tactical gear and keys to open what he described as a steel door impossible to kick in. Now, the community and investigators question whether the lives of injured children and teachers could have been saved in the minutes when officers stood still, waiting for keys, tactical gear, backup, and leadership. For CBS Mornings, I'm Lilia Luciano.
If that doesn't infuriate you, I don't know what will, because this gets worse and worse and worse by the second. 60 police officers? Solo, that's pretty much the only option at this point, y'all. 60 police. Okay, 4. So we had 4. Then we had, where's Remy? Because Remy gets in on this. 4. We had 19. Now we have 60. Okay, now the police chief, we have him inside the building. Wait, remember? He didn't know, right? He didn't know it was an active shooter, right? This was the whole story. He didn't know it was an active shooter. He was inside for 40 minutes. 40 minutes! He didn't take his radio because he thought it would interfere. Hold on. But don't worry, because he didn't think he was in charge. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? And it's been confirmed, Xavier Lopez, Xavier Lopez, so the one that was just got buried next to the girl he told that he loved her, guess what? He got shot in the back, and he would have lived, they said, had he not bled out. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so upset. The teacher who charged the shooter, yeah, she died on the way to the hospital, and somebody was trying to save her life for 45 minutes in the ambulance. She would have lived too. There's a large chance. Or the 3 other kids who died from loss of blood at the hospital, etc. I don't know if the other kids would have lived. I don't know. But I know for a fact that Xavier Lopez died from bleeding out and that he was shot in the back and it was loss of blood that he died because it was another internal, like nothing got hit. It was loss of blood. I am furious at the lies that's been told, and then to turn around and say, well, even if it's found that they did stuff wrong, there's no charges, so this will just be for the future of what we can do to get better. No. Like, this is insane. You are telling me now that, sorry, I didn't know that who was in charge, or I left my radio out. And oh, by the way, yeah, I really did know it was an active shooter case because I was inside the building with 60 other officers. Waiting for a key, though. Now it's that we were waiting for the key because it was a steel door. Must be the windows on the outside. I just watched that 10 minutes before this. That's why I'm so heated, because he didn't even apologize. He's not even, they just keep trying to find their way out with a different story and not taking any type of accountability. And it's infuriating. It's maddening. Exactly, Solo. Exactly. You know what? Every other crazy school shooter this tells is that the police really have no idea what they're doing when it comes to this. So, I mean, that's evident. Columbine, all right, we'll give them a little grace. It's the first, big one to ever happen. Sandy Hook, Adam kind of took care of that himself real quick. Parkland, train wreck. Oxford, train wreck. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. It's just really maddening. It's frustrating. There's a lot of, things I'm seeing lately that it's just this is Why not just say, I screwed up? Like, do you understand my kids do this stuff? Like, this is something my children would do, is to say, well, no, it wasn't me, it was my brother or something. Like, to now come in and say, I didn't know I was in charge. I assumed somebody else was. Like, you just got $4.4 million to create a SWAT team. And all I can picture is those babies saying, like that teacher said, officer, please, we're in here. And them being outside. 60 of them. Hey, Sleuth Mom, Sloth, I cannot say it. I'm going to call you SM. Wait. Okay, yeah. Yes, please, Punkette. Because this is maddening. And ask them if this is standard where the police chief or whatever, like completely, everyone just starts blaming it everywhere else. Everyone else. I mean, this is like nothing I've ever seen. So now, let's fast forward a little bit, okay, to the Collins family. If you remember, let me share them. This is all this week, and, things have gone down here. That is not the Collins family. Okay, well, hold on. That is not, what is happening? All right, well, you guys remember the Collins family because I showed you there. I'm not even showing a screen. 1 second. You guys remember this sweet family? It's terrible. Yep, Sandy, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. So the Collins family. So let's read what happened with the Collins family. So they actually what else just oh, that was the cheetah. Okay. It just came back their cause of death. The oldest, Waylon, and the grandfather were killed with a gunshot wound and sharp force injuries. So it says Mark Collins was shot in the abdomen, that's the grandfather, and Wayne Collins was shot in the back. And then they had the sharp force injuries. Hey, I'll be frank, so what that is telling me is that they were both stabbed and shot. What I imagine is that the grandpa and the oldest Waylon, who was 18, hey Danielle, probably tried to charge them or something to protect the other two. It says 16-year-old Carson, 11-year-old Bryson, and 11-year-old Hudson all died. So, well, now this might be different. So, all died of, so all of them, it seems, were shot and stabbed. But the interesting part is Grandpa and Waylon, it just says sharp force injuries. But the other three boys, it says gunshot and stab wounds. Why that evil man thought that he had to do both, I don't know. Yeah, the three of them are brothers and one is a cousin. Waylon had just graduated high school 2 days before. They were on their summer vacation with their grandpa. So the actual full-on autopsy report will be available in 60 to 90 days. We'll look over. But here we go again. It has been said now that they're not sure why the manhunt lasted as long, and he just got baptized. Yep. Apparently their faith was very important, and Waylon, like, his biggest thing was leading people to Christ and leading, his friends and being an example. He was a volunteer umpire for a little, like, just when I read his obituary, yeah, I know. I just started crying because it says Waylon is survived by, and it's just his parents. Like his parents just lost all of their children and a nephew. And the husband lost his father. Like, can you even fathom, y'all? I'm just gonna tell you right now, put me in a home. Put me in a home if that happens. Like they said that they're relying on their faith and whatnot, and God bless them because so it says that they're concerned because a lot of the information, this is the people above them, a lot of the information wasn't released in a timely fashion. Um, they're saying that the other inmates were creating a distraction on the bus by singing, yelling, sitting up and down, and clapping their hands. How do you clap your hands with? I solo, that's the thing. Exactly, Sandy. Exactly. Sleuth mom, exactly, I'll be frank. So Senator John Whitmore has said now, finally, y'all, after several, how many more people have to be killed by escaped prisoners, that the Texas Department of Corrections or whatever is stopping all inmate transports until the investigation is complete. Thank you. After Vicky White and Casey White, Tara, yes. So now it's come out as well that they are interviewing or they are investigating one of the what do you call it? Like I'm not sure what you would call them. Somebody within the, corrections thing, facility or whatever, like not an inmate, an actual like guard or something that they think might have been helping him. But Texas has had several high profile like escapes before, and so now exactly. So now like everybody across the country is saying what's going on because people are escaping. Yeah, I think so rebellious are escaping because of well, we know why they're escaping. They're escaping because yeah, they're escaping all over. Yeah, Brandy, I know they're escaping, and when they're escaping, they're saying is on these transports. Casey White, Vicky White, medical transport. Lopez, medical transport. Why he was able to convince the other? Oh, okay, Brandy. Why he's able to convince the other inmates to help be a distraction and risking themselves in trouble so that he could escape is interesting to me. But again, if he was part of like a higher up, you don't know. Uh, Also, too, the other thing that the higher up, the DOJ and stuff, and the Texas Rangers are wanting to know is how does this man escape for 3 weeks? And why wasn't the grandfather notified that there was a break-in next door? Exactly, Brandy. That's what I think. It's just really, yep, Tara, and it's so frustrating, y'all. I'm just so frustrated with what we saw, and now, and I don't believe I am very high support of policemen, and I think, what do you say? Like, there's a bad apple in every seed. No, somebody help me out with that. Bad seed in every. What is that? Bad apple, every seed. I don't know. Sandy, I know this guy, for no reason, didn't just Grandpa was problem. If I know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Grandpa and Waylon probably had pistols on them. I maybe not, but it's common. They were going to their ranch but I think that they might not have too. I think he just ambushed him. Thank you, Michelle. That's on that apple. I think he ambushed him, but regardless. Oh, Danielle, are you talking about the one where basically the police chief just said like, I didn't know I was in charge. I didn't know I was in charge. I was just that one. I spoils the bunch, Michelle. Okay, I just feel like there's a lot like Texas or something have to get like, what is happening? There is I said to Rena last night, she's not, I don't think she's here, but I said to her, I said, yep, Brandy, they claim they did. And Grandpa asked them and said, please make sure you let me know if anything changes. Grandpa was in big communication with them because he wasn't going to risk the boys being hurt. And somebody didn't call Grandpa to say, oh, yeah, by the way, actually, the night before, he did break into your house. He did break into the ranch next door. And yeah, and just I said, I hope, yes, he did, Rebellious. I hope that every victim's family in that town in Uvalde sue the crap out of, I just, I don't even know what to say. Like, I can't believe that's who I was thinking of, John Hanslow. Yes, I'll be frank. UPS, come for me. What are you doing here? Oh, it's my kid's PlayStation controller. It's never good. It comes for me. Anyways, he had the opportunity, the Uvalde police chief, to just say, I messed up, guys, and he did it, and it gets worse every second. Thank you. They said at least, oh, when I heard that about Xavier Lopez, it's really hard for me to comprehend. But yes, Grandpa did call, and so my guess is they were just completely ambushed. And I don't, to not only shoot them, but to stab them as well. This is I aren't y'all a little bit just like heavy-hearted when you see some of these just sadistic type of, I don't know. It's so I don't know. This might be a longer live, so y'all better hang with me and not leave me. Like, do you guys feel heavy-hearted for some of the sadistic stuff? Yeah, exactly, Brandy. Thank you. You know I'm horrible with words. Thank you. It's like just the lack of um care for human life is insane. How do you look at those baby boys, okay, whether or not you don't like Grandpa or what? Rebellious, I always, okay, let me make a disclaimer. Hey, Pamela, if Pamela and you in that pool, yes, I'll be frank. I no longer speak to Pamela because she's always in her beautiful pool. Just kidding. Uh, Rebellious, cartel, that kind of stuff, right? They're pretty much Rebellious is not in the cartel, you guys, just so you know, when I refer to her for questions, but she does know a lot about it. Okay, all right. um Rebellious, when they're or anybody that might know this, when they are like cartel and things like that, they're pretty much trained to not care about human life, correct? Like what they, I am full of rage. Michelle, okay. Or Pamela, I am full of rage. Like, to the best of my knowledge, that's my understanding, is they're pretty much trained to, I mean, the guy did kill a man with a pickaxe, so before he went to prison. But to me, it's just like that, to look at the kids, those baby boys, those 11-year-old boys and the 16-year-old boys and the 20 or 18-year-old boy, and just like have such little care about them that you can shoot them, not only shoot them, but then stab them, is pretty nuts. Yeah, Pamela, you can't chat because you're probably in the pool. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, can you send me that or I'll look it up? Wow. Okay, Rebellious, that's, yes, yes, Pamela. Not so Pamela, not the dad, sorry, the grandpa and the four boys, they were killed by being shot and stabbed. Now, the original guy that Gonzalo killed to get in jail in 2006, he stabbed with a pickaxe. Yes, Solo, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. A complete disregard for human life. I'm interested when we get the autopsy report and we will go over these things of what, because Grandpa's injuries are worded differently than the three youngest boys. So the three youngest boys said stabbed and gunshot, but Grandpa and Waylon said that it was stabbing and sharp force injuries. That scares me a little bit of what might have. Yes, yes. All right, Stephanie, I will look at that. So the pool anger. I'm so bitter about the pool. If one of y'all sends me like this little baby blow up pool, I'm gonna be um exactly, Sandy. So like Rebellious said, they kill to make examples. Do you think that, well, y'all, do you think this goes deeper? Do you think one of the, I mean, what, I guess, help me, what do you think the reasons that he would have killed this family? I'm gonna look that up, Rebellious. Like, unless it was straight up just he thought they were gonna get in the way and Grandpa was carrying or something. But I just thought then if that's the case, he would have just shot him and let him go. To shoot him and stab, like makes me believe. Oh my gosh, Sandy, really? Makes me believe that there was more. It was as brutal as that they say. And yesterday, mall shooting today. Okay, yesterday was, there was one, two as well. Oh my gosh, Rebellious. Right, Danielle. Rebellious, sometime I'm going to have you come up on panel and we're going to talk about this. Thank you. Solo's mad about the pool as well. You guys, wasn't there, I just, okay, so yeah, this is, Kathy Joe and just text had put in there that, the elementary school in Gadsden, Alabama, right? He was, oh my gosh, that was an elementary school? He was shot and killed before he got in. Yeah. There was a, where did I put it? Another one yesterday, I thought. It's just, it's constant. Let me see what the, gosh. You got to wonder if there's something deeper. Thank you, Pamela. That's what I was looking for. A factory yesterday. I believe 4 were killed. Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about this Collins case, something's weird. Something's weird. Oh, really, Danielle? I'm gonna dig more into that too as we release autopsies. Lord, I pray that family gets justice because no mom and dad should ever have to bury their entire, all of their offspring and their father and father-in-law and, well, their nephew. So I just, ugh. So let's go on, guys. We're gonna talk about the Tote murders next week too. But have you guys? That's what I'm wondering, Rebellious. Have you guys heard of the court TV trial that's going on right now, Danielle Radcliff? It's wild. Let me share my screen really quick. All right, so let's talk about this. This is wild, and I'll tell you why. So this guy was a former NBA I know, Michelle K. That's why I'm gonna like these cases. Oh, I didn't realize I'm not on the screen. What is happening to me? These cases that I feel like really like need light brought to them. So the Collins thing is really weird. Michelle, it is. All right, Pamela, you ready for this? This is pretty crazy. All right, so here we go. This is Danielle Radcliff and her husband Michael. Michael was an NBA executive, but at the time he passed, he was some big role in the University of Central Florida. They obviously had a nice house. He was 65 and she was, well, 20 years his senior, so would have been 45 in 2019. Here's where it gets a little bit crazy. Yeah, Pamela, why they forgot to call Grandpa? Yeah, there's some things. There's some things there that now as I'm talking about this, I went, wait a minute. Yeah, the cool thing about why do I keep saying that? Like people are gonna think Parker says like that it's cool murder. No. The trial of this is on Court TV and will resume again Monday, so we might watch some of it together because it's pretty wild. So this woman claims so Michael fell in love with Danielle when he was married to her mother. You heard that correctly, folks. He was married to her mother. Apparently, allegedly, he married her mother because he had good health insurance and the mom the mom didn't have good health insurance and had breast cancer. So they got married. Apparently, he fell in love with Danielle, but he claimed they never acted on it until after the divorce of or whatever. I don't know if she died or whatnot. Michelle, K, do you know if the mom died or I didn't get that far? Okay, so if you guys should see Danielle now, she's a little bit worse for wear. Hey Taco, yeah. Okay, so they get married, have kids. I'm gonna walk you through this case because I got to catch you up with what's happened on Court TV so that when we start the trial on Monday and stuff. Okay, that's what I thought, Michelle K. Y'all are ready to pick up. Hey, cotton candy boobs! I'm in a goofy mood today. I don't know what is with my... Okay. So he was fatally stabbed. This is funny. Yeah, that's what I thought, Michelle K. And that's when he fell in love with... Danielle, I know, I'm really sorry. I feel like I'm... Can we go over what is wrong with Florida? Okay, there's some really... Where's MJ's life? Because I got to talk to her about Florida. So, hey, if y'all have rebellious, can you drop cotton candy boobs? Can you drop her channel link, please? And any other creator that comes in here, can you drop their link? I just always forget. All right, so he was fatally stabbed in his Winter Park, Florida home. Michelle K, yeah, and you're about as ADD as I am, so I mean, Pamela. Oh, do you have a pool there too, Pamela? I bet you had a pool in Tampa too. Hey, Jen. Or I bet you had a pool in Florida, didn't you, Pamela? So Danielle killed, okay, allegedly, Danielle is on trial for killing him in January of 2019. Sleuth Mom, don't you have a channel? Okay, so Danielle, they referred to him as, yep, that's what I thought. Sleuth Mom, can you drop hers too? Rebellious, I love you. Thank you so much. You are, I know Michelle K is good at, hey, NT's gonna go get a pool, just make me mad. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Absolutely, cotton candy. I am literally just the worst at remembering to drop links. So I just, hey, Boston, tell my, all right, Brandy. Brandy, we are going to dive into Danielle Radcliff's case, and we're going to start watching some of the trial too on Monday. So I'm catching y'all up to where we are to this point. Danielle Radcliff was a estranged wife and former stepdaughter of Michael Radcliff, 20 years her senior, who fell in love with her while he was married to her mother. So she claims that on January 12th of 2019, she was defending herself because he was attacking her in the kitchen. They're calling this the kitchen knife murder, which is whatever. She claims that he took a sorry, this part is kind of fun. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at this criminal. Okay. Get a hold of yourself, Parker. Get a hold of yourself. Okay. She claims he took okay, she claims he took a bite of her quarter pounder and spit it in her face. And she claims that I'm sorry. I don't know why the quarter pounder is making me laugh. Thank you, Dan Michelle. This is going to be clipped, and people are going to be like, Parker makes fun of murder. No, it's just, come on. So she claims he put, yeah, Michelle K. It's just that I know everyone. I'm sorry. See, it's everybody else's reaction. She claims he spit a quarter pounder back in her face. That was important, apparently. So then she says he goes into cardiac arrest when he's choking her, and she says she goes and locks herself in the bathroom. She says that, but in this, okay, this has changed several times though. She said he goes into cardiac arrest and she has a knife to defend herself, but he grabs the knife and stabs himself. And she then runs into the bathroom to protect herself. She then says she comes out and there's blood spatter leading up. Oh my gosh, Brandy. Oh my God. I am sorry. I am sorry. Yep. The case of the hangry wife. Yo, I'm sorry. So you guys are making me laugh. You gotta defend me when I get dragged for this. But this is really funny. No, Brandy, that was. Oh, thank you, Rebellious. That was actually super funny. And can you drop Lana's channel as well because Boston's in here, and well, that just reminded me. All right, no, but in all seriousness, um, so she claims he's dead, right? She comes out. There's blood spatter. She says she follows it out and is so distraught about this whole situation that she falls asleep immediately. You're amazing, Rebellious. Thank you. And Amber's on vacation, so she's not modding, and I want her to not be here because she needs to be on vacation. It is, Sandy. So she falls asleep next to her husband for 11 hours. Okay, so for 11 hours, she falls asleep next to her dead husband, who's allegedly went into cardiac arrest, but was strong enough during cardiac arrest to stab himself. Okay. Well, it comes and turns out that Danielle actually created a it's like a one of those dating things profile in 2018. She had wanted it, so they had lived apart because they were going to divorce, but then decided that he called her and said, I want to work it out. She took him back or whatever. All right, here we go. Sorry, there's just one more part of this. When the police arrive, they see eggshells all over the driveway and on Michael's car and in his car, which would seem then the perpetrator, which we think, which is allegedly Danielle, she's on trial for, um, egged his car. Danielle, oh my God. Food fight. I'll be frank, you're awesome, and my husband especially likes you because of your love for Jennifer Aniston. So she, Sandy, I know. So she eggs his car apparently. MJ's Life, we were just talking about you because we got another crazy case out of Florida, and I was like, yes, Jen, we're gonna start watching that Monday. So I'm catching you up on the notes from Court TV so that we can, like, when we tune in Monday, we'll know what's happening. Rebellion or MJ's Life, yeah, can you please drop your channel? I know you hate to, but oh my gosh. Hey, Extinct Tube, good to see you. I can't look at comments anymore because you guys are making me like laugh so hard. Okay, Brandy. But yeah, so she eggs his car. Well, come to find out, it turns out that Danielle was not she was not sleeping because actually 4 hours after her husband's death, she went on her dating app and was monitoring and looking for healthy relationships. So she was not sleeping. She said originally that she did not call 911 because she was fearing, and so she was cleaning and she was in the back. Yeah, if I'll be frank has one, drop it. Cleaning, when they said they got there, there was an enormous smell. Yes, thank you, MJ's Life. I have the best mods ever. And I have, in fairness, guys, and please don't make this, please don't let this be a reason to start trolling me, but I don't have a ton of trolls, and I've realized if you're nice to people, they kind of do leave you alone. Um, she managed to clean the house, was foul with bleach, and so 11 hours he was dead. I know. No, Michelle K, I'm terrible. I just keep laughing because just when she called 911, she said she thought he was deceased for a heart attack. So when she originally called the police, she didn't even say he was stabbed. She just said he had a heart attack because maybe she thought that they wouldn't see the stab wounds. I'm not really sure. But the police describe it as a horror scene. Blood-soaked towels, mops soaked with blood, a 5-gallon bucket filled with pink water. Blood was located in the bathroom, contained Michael Redlick's DNA. Okay, that confirms that she was in the bathroom with his blood on her. So, um, Michael had tried to fix the relationship multiple times. Redlick's attorney argued that her client stabbed Michael in self-defense. However, she says, so her attorney is saying that she was in self-defense and that he was abusive, and she says when he found out that she was being flirtatious with men on this dating app, he became irate. So, pretty standard. She's saying she snapped because of, she was abused. However, uh and I know Punkette, right? Yes, Michelle K. So, and Danielle, no, not to our knowledge. Yes, so it is just important, y'all, to remember that he did stab himself during cardiac arrest. So he is somewhat superhuman, allegedly. Redlick, which is the woman, seemed upset at first, but later she didn't seem upset at all. Uh, So all of his friends, including their children, say that he was actually the very calm one, and she was very much the Michelle K. Was it Mc? It was a dating app. She. Oh my goodness, you guys! I just read Michael lay dying in a pool of blood, but I'm so bitter about Pamela's pool that I skipped the blood part and I just saw pool. Anyways, basically, yeah. So she claims she grabbed a knife from the drawer, and Michael took the knife from her and started stabbing himself in cardiac arrest. The daughters say that she was actually had an extreme temper. Michael has texted his friends many times about his fear for his life. Right, exactly. So, Michelle, she was afraid to call the police, y'all, because she's on probation for like a drunk driving charge from the year before, which I'm not. We know my history. So, um, and then she was trying to get him to wake up. But I mean, if anyone knows anything with a cardiac arrest and a stab wound, it's pretty hard to wake him up. Exactly, Punkette. Pay no attention to the holes in his chest cavity. It was a heart attack. Yeah, Sandy, stay away from McDonald's. Um, so then Danielle, y'all, during this time period, let's talk about this. During this time period, Danielle cuts her wrists and makes a big deal out of that she's cut her wrist. But it's so superficial that the it had stopped bleeding before officers even got there. So she couldn't play with her suicidal, like that was not a valid like excuse, because by that point it was like, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. You scratched yourself essentially. I just want to make sure we've caught up to everything. And then it came out 3 weeks later that Michael's wounds are not self-afflicted. Michael has sustained a cut beneath his eye, a black and blue injury on the outside of his upper lip, and bruising on his arm consistent with self-defense. There was no traces of vomit found in Redlick's body and no indication that Michael had suffered a heart attack. I know, it's shocking. A crime lab report said Michael had a clear mucus-like substance on his blood-soaked jeans. Ward noted that the substance may have been from eggs thrown at Michael's vehicle. Oh, we are, Michelle K. Definitely. That's why I said Monday we're going to look at the trial. Interesting. How did the eggs get on him? Michael described Danielle as crazy to his neighbors, and he's constantly said, I've got to hide the steak knives and then I'll be okay. Michael did move out so that he wouldn't see. I know, right, Sandy? If so that he moved out a couple times so the kids wouldn't see them fighting, but he always went back. He recently wrote a email to a family member that said he was scheduled to move back to somewhere else as long as Danielle doesn't kill him beforehand. Wow. Charged against Danielle are second-degree murder and tampering with physical evidence. If convicted, she faces life in prison. But there are actually, like, this trial, the defense just called this, I swear he's like 115. This 115-year-old medical blood splatter scientist. I'm sure he's fascinating. I'm sure he's wonderful. They gave him water because, well, quite frankly, I was a little bit worried about cardiac arrest as well. But yeah, she threw eggs at the car, but she's still saying that he was the abuser. And I kid you not all, thanks, Tara, that there are people on the chat, like that really believe that she's innocent, and there are points that they're making that you know could get her off, but none of them that seem like valid. But this trial, and the reason we're going to watch this, we're going to do this with the eggshells are getting me. Okay. I was watching this trial. I got to tell you. I'm watching this trial, and the comments, they this one dude was making me laugh so hard in the comments because he kept saying, I really hope her lawyer isn't exaggerating, or maybe she got overly excited. He takes really little things to make me laugh. Yeah, but the trial itself is pretty crazy. Yeah, we're going to start watching it Monday because of the fact that there are people believe her, but they're my fear is when we see this, and what I've seen so far is that well, she's got that 115-year-old scientist, but the way that like a technicality, if she gets off, it's going to be technicality because she's playing so many different levels. They did, as far as I've seen, Brandy, it came back fine. But I was looking, but what it also makes you wonder too, when somebody kills like this and shows really no level of remorse, doesn't it make you wonder if her mom was truly died because she was terminally ill? It almost gives you the Lori Vallow vibes. So watching this trial, she might get off because there are people that truly in the chat and stuff believe that she snapped and he was abusive. But I mean, if you go back to even his I mean, there's no, oh, here come my kids. There's no denying the fact that she said that even the kids are saying like she was the one with the temper. She was the one that did this. What's so frustrating about these spousal things, and then the kids having to look at Barry Morphew, right? Like it's like the spouse that commits the murder has no, just not even care for their spouse, but no care for their children. Hey, Sherry. But I'm really like fearful that she's going to, I know, get away with this. And I will be object. Oh, my son looks miserable. I will listen to it Sandy, it's quite possible. So between this case and the tote case, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, hey, bud. Rolling. Good. According to, yeah, that's another one. I heard Letitia. I'll be frank. I got a great community. Letitia Stutch, is it now again that she's her mental thing? Like, again, she got pushed back to October or something like that. That's your controller. Yeah.
I made
Oh, that's beautiful, honey.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Thank you. Well, what did you want me to say? It was a pile of doo-doo in a bucket?
No, I knew you were gonna say
wonderful.
that because you usually do say that, and
It's
I'm happy that you
gorgeous.
say it.
Yes, of
Show
course. I'm
hands.
proud of you. Oh, she made a clay pot. She wanted me to tell you.
No, you can't say it because the stupid sun. It's a rose.
It's a rose because she knows I'm a Haven. That's very good.
I never made it for you.
Oh, it's really good. Thank you.
Mine, but I wanted to show you.
Thank you, babe.
I was paranoid that I was gonna drop it because I got a third period. We have 12 periods of the day.
So, yeah, exactly, Rebellion. Yeah, so she will get off again until October from getting her sentence. Punkette, that is to be determined, TBD. I don't know that we've got completely into the egg part yet of the trial. But
Give me a knife.
Nehemiah James, I know you're tired.
Oh, I'm literally asking her to give me a knife to punch it. What is that going to do against Dave?
I'll show you what it does.
Okay,
Stab it
hush,
first.
hush. Haven,
I really look at the bolts.
And you look like a girl, Mr.
both of you.
Curly hair.
Both of you stop.
The
Both
curly hair
of you
does not
stop.
make
They're
the
fighting.
pretty
Excuse me
girl.
1 second.
You look like a freaking 50-year-old.
So yeah, so that to avoid the either way I don't know. I don't know. MJ's life when I'm like, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna say hello to my kids and I turn it off and I start yelling at them. Really? I'll be frank, that's crazy. No, my extra son isn't here today. Where's Brayden?
That's not Xbox controller.
He's in
That's my
he skipped
controller.
school.
He skipped school?
Yeah, because he
Mima,
didn't
that's
have-
my
no,
controller.
it's mine.
Oh, it's not. It's his. You got a controller. Because he what?
Because he didn't have enough Regal Eagles, so he'd have to stay inside and do work all day. So he just
Oh, you guys both got another Regal Eagle. I'm really proud of you.
You didn't get enough Regal Eagles?
No, he did not.
I don't know.
Like over 69 of the kids went out of 100.
Only one dude in my
Okay.
class came.
Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Go.
I'm
But yeah, so this case is just and yeah, we don't know yet. They haven't apparently gotten to the egg part of the MJ's life. They said you should make more, not MJ's life. Haven, MJ's life said you should make more pottery, that she would buy some.
Okay. Gotta get that money, 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 money.
Got to get that money, money, money. Thank you, MJ's life. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I think just we need to watch this case. So my thing is I want to watch some of this on Monday, like this trial, and then I think we should watch some of the Tote trial too, because don't forget he still claims he's innocent. Because do you remember he claimed that his wife stabbed herself as well? No, Michelle, Casey, here, can I have that back, Haven, your pottery?
Yeah.
She made this in school or something. She's a really good artist.
I can make another one, just not in art class.
It's a rose.
Here.
For 12, that's good. Haven, you're stealing my live again.
That's okay. And then these are leads. Oh, these are leads.
Punkette, I'm waiting. Not yet. This money is still there. I told her because they've been getting a lot of reviews for holes in them with the saltiness. So, the slushy cups. So I'm waiting to find a company. I need to ask Criminality what a good company is because I don't want to get another salt slushy cup. So we put the money. We just left it in PayPal.
Yeah, we're gonna wait until we find.
I'll try it. I'll try it, Sherry. I just hate I don't know. That's an island I'm not crazy about. But if anyone knows a good slushy cup company, please tell me. Because we were not happy. Where did that one come from? Amazon company. And it's got really bad reviews for ripping holes in the sides. Ugh. So she knows she's got $30 just burning a hole in that PayPal for her.
Why'd you buy it?
I didn't buy it, Nana did. Yeah, that's what I think, Brandy.
Who made this?
Elijah.
Let me see it.
That's nice.
Let me see
We
it.
weren't
All right,
able to
all
paint.
right.
We weren't able to paint the bottles.
But anyways, so yes, if you guys know of a good slushy company with good reviews, they're the slushy cups, please let me know because she's dying to get her.
Yes, because as soon as I got home, I wanted another slushy cup.
Why didn't you save it for like new BMX pedals or something?
No, I need that slushy cup.
Why?
Oh, Sherry, I think he acted alone, but that's just, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, Danielle, exactly. It just brings out the nutsness. Maybe that's what I need to look for, Rebellious. Like, it's really horrible because these cup, like, the reviews on it they keep getting salt. It's like when I don't know, it's just really, ugh. Brandy. And if anyone wants to come up and commentate the trial when we watch Danielle's or Totes, you are welcome to. But Punkat, if you can't, yeah, because I don't know. Does anyone else have a good slushy cup company? Because I want to get it because they're actually really nice, but I just don't want the hole in them. I want to send that one back, but then when I tried, they said it had been over a certain like 7 days or something. Michelle K, maybe I'll do that. Punkette, would you be okay with that if we used the $30 for the ice shaving machine instead? Well, I can message you about it, but um yes, Michelle K, I'm gonna get you that. Or I'm gonna make you do that. But yeah, so we're gonna watch this case next week and the tote case. I highly recommend hopping onto Law and Crime or Court TV and just kind of like zooming through this trial just so you can see some of the craziness. I'm really worried that she's gonna get off on technicality. All right, Danielle, see ya. Thank you. Oh, have you guys? Okay, Brandy, awesome. Realize? Thanks, Jen. Yeah, she's really good at art.
Yeah, real good.
Punkat, if you're still here, I think she needs to give me money for all the sports money I just.
No. Oh, I also am making a pair.
Yeah, Punkat. Now we
making-
might use it to get the ice shaving machine if that seems to be the easier instead of.
I'm making a
She's
parrot.
so, and thank you again so much. She's so excited.
I'm making a parrot too in art class on a piece of paper, and it's with watercolor, and it's going really good.
Can I finish my live? Because last time you stole my live.
That's a whole.
The insaneness. What do you got? I'm just asking you guys. I want to know, what do you think about the insaneness that's on YouTube lately? Like creator versus creator. Every day I feel like I log on here. Yes, and I'm behind. I was gonna send you a receipt too, Punkette, when we get it, so you know that I spent it on what you, because I'm really weird about that. I like to make, I don't know, I just like to make sure people know if they give me tips or something, like what I'm spending it on, or that it's going to what you said it would. I don't know, I'm really weird. Like I'm the type where if I walked out of the store and somebody undercharged me by like 45 cents, what will I do, Haven?
Wait, what'd you say?
If I walked out of the store and somebody forgot to charge me for something, what do?
You go back.
I go back in, even if it's like $1,
I did too.
because I'll just feel like, ooh,
I don't know why I said I'll pay attention.
I can't. I'll just like not be able to sleep. Yep, I know. Every day I'm like, wait, when did they not like each other? Yeah, I agree. Last night, like two creators were arguing in different chats, and I was like, you guys are arguing in different chats. Like, that's bizarre. And the whole, I get it. A lot of it always comes down to, like, for me, I'm not going to call somebody a liar because it's really not my business. Like, I don't know any creator well enough to call them a liar. And, yeah, and tease, right? And the PayPal pools, look, I have my opinions on those, but I don't care. It's not my money, right? Like it. Okay, Punkette, thank you. Then I will probably do that if that's okay with you. If then it, because people were saying they aren't too expensive, so, um, like if it's not my money that I'm spending on somebody, I don't care. In my opinion, it's like do whatever you want with your money. I don't care. I can't keep track of my own money, much less keep track of somebody else's money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not worth fighting with somebody over on here. But I get it. I don't know. It's just yeah, it's very.
Where's the remote?
Oh, I'll be frank.
Where's the remote?
Wait, Michelle, I didn't see. Still that you did your voluntary job as long as. Oh, Michelle, okay, you can bring it up. Girl,
Can I see that remote? Please.
trust me. What remote? Trust me. Somebody just said that to me. Another creator. Sorry. Said that to me. How did you? Yeah, Michelle. Okay, yeah. I'll email you, Michelle K, my opinion on that. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not here with that stream. I'm about to watch YouTube.
Right. Exactly, Sandy. Yep. I've started watching a lot of LawTube and stuff so that I better understand some of these cases. Jen, wow, it's crazy. A lot of times, like, yes, Brandy, yep. Once I stopped getting involved in it, like, it felt so freeing. Like, as much as I feel behind when I come back on YouTube and I'm like, well, when did that happen? I just don't, just stay out of it because everyone has a little piece of it that's right, but you know that saying that's like your side, her side, and somewhere in between, in the middle is the truth. So I just okay, Inties, I will say enough to agree with you there.
I have my AirPods in, okay?
Thank you, Punkat. Inties, I will agree with you. I don't want I just don't agree with accusing people of things with no, like, I don't know.
Are you done with the flashing now?
Almost, you're okay, buddy.
Oh,
Yes.
flashing.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Sandy, I prefer even Criminality. Remember Criminality is Teresa. She came from Unmasked and she said she actually loves her. No, I am a small channel and I'm good with that. She loves her small channel. When you get um into the bigger channel is when you do get more of the issues and whatnot. And I think sometimes you can get lost in it too. Of you do start to have more of an income or whatever, and then I think it probably can change you. But what?
Are you done with flashing?
Yep, almost, buddy.
Almost. You mean like another hour?
No, 2 minutes. Yeah, right, Brandy. Solo, it's been rough, and I feel like I don't like to see people hurting so much. I feel like a lot of people are hurting because it's like because obviously you lash back at somebody because you're hurting because they've hurt you, which is fair. And then it's just like now we just have this big pile of hurt and you could hear it in people's voices. And I don't like anyone to hurt. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it's also not my business. But I was curious to what the subs felt as far as like, I'll be frank, that's what I've heard. I will say that is why I like Alex Erickson so much is because I feel like she is really genuine to who she is and she does try her best. There's obviously times you have to address things, right? But she tries her best to stay out of that type of stuff. And that's why I really like her. Exactly, Sandy. That is not an area I would ever accuse anybody of anything. Exactly, Michelle K. I was just curious what subscribers felt with what has gone on in the last couple of weeks. Like if does it give you anxiety or is it just like, I mean, as a sub, I can imagine it is very hard to see. Yep. Thank you, Jen. Oh no, really, Sleuth Mom? I'll have to go to your channel and check it out. I have not heard of that case. Yeah, if a mom is desperate for help, please keep her away from this community. No, not from the drama channels, just because a mom that is hurting in that way, and I will, say that for anyone. Boston, I've said mean things about you. Oh, Boston, we're good. You're one of my favorite people. You know that. I've been kind of a jerk too. Oh, all right, Brandy, go get her a community tab. Yes, Michelle K. That's what scares me. That's what I told you guys. Like, I've always loved you, Boston. It's been hidden.
What?
Can you please move your foot? I do not want to see that.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Right, Solo. I just don't want, like, yeah, that mother, it's really hard hurting moms when they're desperate, obviously.
But,
It's very
Mommy,
hard when they get
Mommy,
into
you're
these type of
pushing it.
situations because I feel like
You're
Haven,
pushing.
Haven,
Get your
Haven, don't you guys have somewhere to go?
No, we don't actually.
Yep.
Actually, I'm poor and homeless. Don't have a place to go.
You're
I'm
not poor and homeless.
I'm poor.
My children just told me they were poor and homeless.
I'm poor.
No, Nehemiah did, not me.
I'm poor.
He's my I didn't.
I'm poor. So I don't have anywhere to go.
I think when you get wrapped up in how many are watching you, then it's when you lose sight of what's important. Because who was it? I think it was Jen. Jen, are you still here? Told me the other day. You know, it's tempting because you want to, you know, because that is what brings the views, because everyone wants to see a little train wreck sometimes. That's why the Real Housewives, you know, is on like season 27, because that is, you know, it's a hot mess train wreck. But I think it's a slippery slope because once you get in, it's like it's hard to get out, you know? Forget. There's Jen, yeah. Yep, I agree. It's just, yeah, you're kidding me. Wow, Sleuth Mom, that's crazy. Exactly, Pamela, right? When we can watch another hot mess like Housewives, then ours feels a little bit better. You have earned it, Michelle K, as long as it's not a quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder from McDonald's.
A quarter pounder from McDonald's, yep. All right, I'm gonna look into Dylan Rounds, but all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off here for now, and might be back later. Maybe we'll do some stupid criminals. We'll see what's going on around YouTube. And tomorrow night I'll be on Alex's channel, probably sunburned and exhausted from a full day at the ball fields, but you guys are awesome, and I'm really excited. If you can this weekend at some point, just catch up on the Danielle Radcliff case. That would be amazing. Pamela again with the pool. Exactly, Jen, I'm not doing it. One day I thought about it, and one of my friends outside said, don't do it. Don't do it. And I was like, you're right. You're right. MJ's life. Bye, guys. Have a good day.